Am I live? Are we live? I don't have a red light or anything. Hi, everyone. Hello. I'm Jake. Nice to see you all. Thanks for joining me. We are in quarantine. Kyle, do you want to sit down?
Uh-huh. What did you need my phone charged for?
Comments. We are in quarantine like everyone else. So we're going to go through, I had an idea to go through some of our old videos and look at some of our best falls that we've had and just talk about them, because why not? Falling is fun.
Hey, people! What camera am I looking at?
That one.
The bottom one?
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
Oh, you gotta be rolling on that.
No, okay. No, that's good. Okay, yeah. So we're live. It's a little,
Late for me to be drinking coffee? Yes.
a little rusty, but,
Through some of our old videos.
Oh no, that's gonna go on forever.
It's us talking here. Alright.
Are we, can
What?
you see us down there?
Hey, guys. Oh, Corgi sword.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna press play. Alright, so I put together it's like a 15-minute, 20-minute video, and we're gonna go through it.
I'm just gonna be on my phone talking to you guys, through the chat function.
I guess. He's gonna be on his phone. This is, in Bishop, the pollen grains. It's called Slow and Steady. It kind of traverses right on the bottom.
So are you actually climbing it right now, or have you started?
What?
What? It looks like... Okay, there. Now you started.
Yeah, well, you have to
Couldn't tell
climb
if you
up.
were gonna...
It's so sketchy to, you have to, reach out over the, this death pit. I mean, the fall is really... It's a free solo, right? It says in the book it's a free solo. So I decided I'd free solo it because, it says it's a free solo.
So this happened, right after we sent the Beekeeper, which was
just up the hill.
amazing. Yeah, it's like right behind where the camera is right now. Amazing V6, super high ball, really, really scary, sketchy, not sketchy top, easy top, but you're pumped out and cold.
The right hand, hold up. The right hand that I'm on right now is the tiny, it's like this big. It's just that, and it's just like a little piece of patina this big. I was putting my whole body weight. If that thing blows, I die.
Anyway, so like I was saying, we finished that climb, and it was a great day of climbing. We were like, we earlier that day did Return Jedi, too. It was a great day of climbing. I was so stoked. And then Jake's like, I want to go do that free solo. I was very against that idea. Okay? For the record. I was like, you know what, Jake? Let's not push it. That's how every injury happens, is you're like, this is a great day of climbing, I'm going to go do this one more thing, and then you fuck yourself up.
Yes.
I mean, that's how I broke my leg, Sent this sweet route, and then it's like, let's go do one more thing, and then, this thing's scary, I'm going to give it a shot, and then I broke my leg.
Because you're feeling confident, you're having a good day, and then that's how good days die.
So I was like, hey man, maybe we shouldn't do this free solo, and then, I set the camera up and everything, and I got this pad, right off the camera, I'm, ready to bring it in, I'm just waiting for him to, call for a pad.
It's only V3. And I did the V0 next to it. There's a V0 that goes straight up from where I started, and then the V3 traverses right and then goes up. But look, I'm so stuck. There's no holds. No holds at all. It's impossible to tell from this angle, but it's, pretty much vertical, exactly vertical, and then it slabs at the top. And the patina's good at the top. It looked like, I looked at it from above because I did the V0 on the left, which was a fun free solo. And it was V0 super easy. This is, much more committing and harder. I felt like maybe I should have campused along the bottom or with a heel hook. Anyway, so Kyle sees me kind of struggling, and he comes over with the pad. Spoiler alert, I don't fall. I just drop. But it was a big drop, and it was you'll see why I decided to drop.
I was super scared.
Sometimes a drop and a fall, what's the difference?
And he didn't want a pad because it looks bad, it looks cool when you're free soloing. And I was like, dude, let's just, get a plate and then we'll Photoshop the pad out, We can just After Effects that thing out of there,
Nah, but I don't want to do that.
No,
if I'm going to use a pad, I'm going to use a pad. Which next time, I'm going to go back for it, because I didn't get it. But I'm going to go back for it. Next time, I'm going to use pads, just for this bottom part. Because once you get up top, there's no falling with or without pads. But at the bottom part, which is the crux, it says in the book. Anyway, so I'm resting here. So some guy on YouTube commented, have you done Slow and Steady? And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'll put it on the list. And this other guy, you guys see that? Okay, hold up, I'm gonna back up. So I was resting here for a second, and I'm like, okay, this is it. There's an undercling there. I'm gonna go up to it. I'm gonna turn it into a mantle, and then stand up on my feet with the undercling, and then reach up to the patina above. It just blows. You just like grab it and just
oh my
explodes
god, you can totally
up.
see that blow too.
Yeah, so
oh my god. You ripped that right off.
That did not inspire confidence. I was like, fuck, this rock isn't as good. Like, I held onto that tiny little thing, which felt good. I mean, obviously I weighed it first, but like, yeah, the undercling I couldn't really, I mean, I did weight and it popped off. I didn't fully commit to it, obviously, because I didn't fall off, but
at this point I was definitely trying to convince you to drop off.
yeah, and I'm getting tired too. I'm staying up there. Anyway, this guy on YouTube, he was like, have you done slow and steady? I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'll put it on my list. And this other guy was like, you're a little bitch, you're not gonna do it. I was like, what? What do you,
that was so funny.
what do you, I don't even know what it is, but like, why are you calling me out? Like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try everything pretty much. I've done high balls and stuff. Like, how hard could it be? Anyway, and then I'm on it, and after climbing this, I realized it was the same climb that guy was talking about. And I was like, oh, I get now why that guy called me a bitch, because this thing is intimidating, and I didn't do it. But I will go back. I will do it for sure. I just need to put some pads down and then figure out the beta. I think I need to move further right. I'm still on it. How
yeah,
long
you
ago,
climbed it for so long.
How long ago did that thing blow? I'm like trying it again. It's because I think I think I might my ego. I think I'm just stupid. Oh, here we go. Look at how like I'm 7 feet tall with my arms up there. Like that's a long ways. Oh my god. Yeah. Imagine falling from there. I mean, I fell, I guess, and dropped.
I felt okay.
Sketchy.
It's not worth it.
I'll be back for that one, for sure.
I'd like to climb the V0 on the left,
The V0 was great fun.
which I didn't do because I was just not, after doing Beekeeper.
Okay, moving on. This is the Yabo Arete. We went to Stoney Point, Los Angeles. We were drinking and...
Spray painting boulders,
No, we didn't spray paint.
tagging,
No.
everything we saw.
Somebody else is doing that. Drinking and eating and going to comedy clubs and just like not climbing and not working out. We swam in the pool for like maybe half an hour or something. But it was not a strong week. And then after a week and a half of doing that, we decided to go climbing at Stoney Point because it's a legendary spot, you know, in Los Angeles, like kind of the birthplace of bouldering or one of those places. But what makes this sketchy is that we have the tiniest, thinnest REI pads. Imagine.
Oh, they were so old.
They're
and
so old.
overused.
I was like, we got 2 of them, and then when I felt them at REI, I was like, we need a 3rd one because you don't want to land on this from any height, pretty much. You could do low ball stuff, but anyway, so you can see I'm constantly moving the pads because I'm so scared, and the landing is not great. You can't actually see the landing, and you can't see.
Yeah,
the
which is
small-
too bad because there's a big rock, and
Yeah.
it's like not flat. It's
no-
flat like directly underneath me, but you have to like climb up and then traverse to the left on the left side of the face there.
Yeah, at the
On
top.
the arete?
At the very top. And
Yeah.
then this left heel, too. I'm like, dude, if you fall, you're going to fall. I can't tell if you're going to fall way out right or what. And I yell at my mom here for a sec, too.
You're in the shot, Mom. Gotta go this
Get out of the way!
Sorry, Mom.
Get out of the way! You're in the shot.
Yeah, some people,
Right here.
they don't like climbing with us when we're filming because... Anyway.
I was definitely scared. I was like, I'm coming down. I'm coming down.
Yeah, so it's not, not an uncontrolled fall or anything. It was a drop, but, like, I was nervous because those pads are so small and so bad.
It's too bad because that climb was sweet. The movement was so sweet. It was my favorite climb that we climbed the entire time that we were just there for a day, but the entire day. But I was just too wrecked by the end of the day, and we were only there for a few hours.
So this is Midnight in Index.
Oh
It's a very cool V9 dyno. Crimps up to a dyno.
Aiden.
Yeah, shout outs to Aiden and Katie, who were, I think, in this video. Or they're in, yeah, there's Katie. Aiden climbing it.
Get it, dog.
So we threw to this thing a lot of times, and the fall zone's really
It's flat.
It's flat.
It's good.
Yeah, and it's but that right there, like he stuck it
Oh yeah, I'm great. That was so good.
and didn't hold on somehow. I like Aiden's dad's reaction. Is so funny. He's like, yeah, and then he's like, oh, and he's like, why didn't you hold on? You're like, what the hell are you doing? It's hilarious.
Come on.
Dude, how did I fall on that? I don't understand. I remember thinking, well, it doesn't get closer than that, you know? If I get any closer, I will stick it. For sure.
Yeah. So that was the good fall. I mean, these are just a fun. We just threw ourselves on this thing a bunch of times.
Yeah, there's a lot of falls in the dyno. Lots of falls.
But this landing zone's great. Look how many pads
Oh
we
my
have,
god,
too.
that's too many pads. That is so
Insane.
safe.
That's because when you did that fall, you stuck it and then like swung out and like almost landed off the pads. I think you did land off the pads.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
I did.
Yeah. This is a pretty old video. We started like cropping out or zooming out when we film because we want to get those falls that are off, off the pads. Get it? Oh, I still haven't done this thing. I need to go back. I mean, it's been a long time since I went and tried it. 2 years?
For sure get it.
Oh, for sure. I'm not worried about being able to do it. I'm just like, I want to do it. It's been a while since I tried it. Aiden kept trying to go to that thing.
Oh, that looks so bad.
And it's impossible.
You can't do that.
I think he says right here.
I don't know why I keep trying that. It's like
I don't know why. I don't know why I keep trying to do that. I don't know either, man.
Oh, what video are we gonna do
Anywhere?
for this Christmas?
Doesn't matter.
We gotta start thinking about Christmas routes.
Aim
Well,
right.
we gotta wait for it to be like wintry.
Oh!
Somehow you didn't stick it that time
I
either.
know, that was so after that first one I was like, okay, if I get any closer, I'm gonna stick it. And then I got closer and still fell. Look at that, I even was coming back and still fell. How do you fall there?
Come on.
I was psyched though because like I loved climbing that problem so much. So like just being able to try it again wasn't upsetting to me. You know, sometimes you're climbing something that hurts really bad and you fall off like the last move and you're like, God damn, I gotta try it again. That sucks. You know, my skin's wrecked. But that I was like, I'm excited to try it again. I mean, it was just super fun movement
to climb.
Yeah, not super sketchy. It wasn't too tall or anything. It was just the right height.
Unlike stained glass, which hurts every time you climb it.
Oh,
Even though I love
kills.
the movement, the fingers, it's just so
Kills.
sharp. This is Flyboy. The sit start. Look at my awful camera work.
Wow.
It's the tripod was it was not tight. The slider wasn't tight, so it kind of like. Anyway, it happens. But I was like, this is flash attempt. I'm like, I gotta go spot him. I can't just be here because who knows what's up there. Like.
No.
Oh my god, I was so close to off the pads. I was so scared when I was falling right there. My left hand cut. I would have stuck it if my left hand didn't cut, but it pops. No. Ooh, I like let go almost. It looks like I just let go.
Yeah, I
instead.
think it's crazy how slow the movement is. It looks so slow, and then you just keep coming out.
Because I'm like holding myself in, you know, but then I couldn't do it.
But that's why we have ended up moving the pads back, because imagine if your left hand didn't hold you in at all, and you hit that thing with all your momentum coming out, you could land
Oh, for
10
sure.
feet back from those pads. Like if you jump too far, I think that's what you say, you jump too much. In the video, you're like, I jumped too much. You had to give it less, which is true, because it's right there, it's not that far. You stick the left hand on.
Blew the flash.
It's not a full,
Good problem though.
super fun. Yeah.
Super fun problem.
Okay, we're jumping to Secrets of the Beehive. Okay, this is not a fall either. I'm sure if you've seen the video that we have on YouTube, then you've seen this before. This is how it opens. But
This is after you sent it?
yeah, I sent it already.
Is it
I'm
true?
pretty sure. Yes, for sure. But this is like the 6 months after your leg heals, or less than that, or something. So you had like a mental block up there, which makes sense, you know.
It has nothing to do with time. I mean, I fell and broke my leg, and from then on, even still, I'm like more timid and I guess safe, you could say.
More cautious.
Push those pads.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna push it. You know, I'm not gonna try this. I want more pads, stuff like that. For the most part, I did do footprints though, so it's like, you know, it's not that I'm scared of being high up. It's that I just not gonna overcommit to anything. You know, if I feel like I might fall, I'm just gonna down climb and then drop instead of like committing to it and taking a big fall. Although this fall is, you definitely don't want to fall from the top of this thing.
You can't
You're
fall
gonna get
from up there.
you're gonna just get messed up so bad.
Yeah. But this is such an amazing boulder problem. It's amazing. It's so good. Like, it's one of my favorites.
So I'm on jugs. I watched Jake do this already. I'm on jugs. He put his heel up, rocked up, reached up to the zenolith. Look how far I am from the zenolith. I can't reach that. I'm like, what? And then I'm tired, and I'm like, dude, no. I'm too high up. I'm coming down.
I hit an intermediate right where you put your right hand. I think a little bit low. You like just missed it. There's
No,
like a
no.
little thing to so that you can bump your heel, because your heel's like this. Once you bump it like that, then you can.
Right, well,
stand
that's
up.
the thing, right? Like, I have my heel like this on it, right? And I, like, rock up. But I needed to not have my heel, but my foot on, so I could be standing there.
Right, it's a full
That's the
foot,
difference. Because,
yeah.
like, this, I can't get my body up, you know?
So then you're like, I'm coming down.
Yeah, I was really scared, and I was like trying to down climb as far as I could, but the holds they get really bad right here. And I looked down, I was like, oh, it's still high up. Oh my god. Conrad is there to push the pads a little bit. Oh,
That is a far fall. Look at how much like the gravity, like your impact is just huge.
well, and it could have been higher too, you know. That's
Yeah,
why
you
that's why I
climbed
down
down.
climbed, because I was like, no.
That's a drop for sure, but
Yeah.
it's still kind of fall.
Oh, that's the best fall in the video.
That was the best one. You guys want to see that one again? Not this. This is boring. My foot went in between the little handle.
It's funnier the second time. Let's see if it's funny the third time. Wait.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It was funnier the third time.
All right, this is Judge Not. Okay, the last one was solitaire was when I fell on the pad. This one is Judge Not on the other side. It's a fat throw. As you can see, Kyle cowarding out.
Nice.
But it is a huge move, and we just needed more pads and spotters. You know, I wanted to film it, but I had to spot, and we didn't have quite enough pads because there's the two of us. Like, where's he gonna land? If he landed, if he jumped like a different direction, that would have been bad.
This was a route where I'd just done solitaire, and I was fighting that mentality of like, push it, you know, don't push it. Do I push it? Do I want to try this thing? You know, I thought to myself, I really want to do it, and I feel pretty strong right now. And you know, what are the chances that I totally break my leg? You know, what are the chances that I twist an ankle?
Let me tell you, from the spotter's perspective, high. Ooh.
Yeah, that one I felt like I felt my bone bend on that one.
Ooh. Ooh, that's so bad.
My bone like springs me up like a spring.
Yeah, it just like twisted. I saw it too, and I'm like right there, you know. Is this the right button? E. Oof, just like you can't really see. It's hard to tell. But the fact that he bounces up because he landed on his feet and his legs, not his like butt and
Well,
back.
it's just like twisted my leg too much. I was like, oh man, no. It freaks me out thinking about that one. After that, I was like, maybe I shouldn't be doing
But then
this
you did keep trying it.
anymore.
We moved the pads a little
We
bit.
moved the pads a little bit, and I started doing a heel hook instead too.
Oh, just like the twist.
Yeah.
That was close. Someone broke my leg. You see that?
Yeah.
But I forced to like, you know, after I broke my leg, you know, I'm more cautious and whatnot. But like, I also want to climb, you know. You can't be too safe, you know. So I was like,
Yeah, dude.
after like taking a second, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try.
Bigger than that, huh?
Yeah, he
Tried
kept
it.
trying. He tried it a bunch of times. I kept saying like, can we just not? Can we go? We're pretty like far away from the car. Like if you bust your leg, that's gonna suck. This is from years and years and years ago. This is a good fall.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is so fun. It was such a good time.
Yeah, I know. We gotta go find some more snow.
Okay, this is Tunnel Snake's rule, which was like a first ascent that he did. There's the Overseer right there. If you can see, oh, whoops, that's too far. Okay, the Overseer is that boulder that oversees the buttermilks in the background. You can see the buttermilks. And it goes straight up that face, and then one goes left and one goes right. And then Fall Out is like a V4 or 5 that I did, which I'm glad I didn't fall. I'm glad that's not in this video, because if I fell on that one, I would have been out for climbing probably.
Have we
for a long
uploaded
time.
this video yet?
No, we have not. So this is a
You guys are getting to see
it's a sneak peek.
unreleased footage.
Yeah,
Whoa.
sneak peek. So yeah, we did some first ascents here. I mean, we assume they're first ascents. We don't know. We cleaned the boulders. Like definitely, it felt like that left one was a first ascent. The middle or the tall one, it's hard to say. Like Bishop's really popular, but also, you know, not everything's been climbed. I mean, a lot of people go to climb the stuff that are classics. Not a lot of people go there to do new stuff, unless the new stuff is like the most epic stuff ever. Which is these are just some climbs they were really fun. But anyway, Tunnel Snake's rule is the V8 on the left here that he's doing.
Is it V8? I'm the only person who ever climbed it. I called it V8. What do I know?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it's V4. Maybe it's V12.
No, I called it a V4 stand. Oh my god, dude.
So like it's on a hill. We're on a hill. So you hit the ground and then you just tumble.
That was a very uncontrolled fall too. I did not expect to fall. You know, I went up right hand, didn't quite get it, and my left hand cuts. Everything cuts. I fall straight on my back and then roll down the hill. I totally looked over my shoulder to see this big rock coming towards my face, and I was like, "Oh God!" trying to avoid it and land in the sand.
Yeah, because that's the last pad, but there are big rocks over there.
What do you do when you take a big nasty fall? Yeah, that was really scary. I was like, "Oh my God!"
Shock up your blood.
I could have eaten way more shit, and I ate shit.
Good try.
But the next time you did it. Well, I don't know. If
Back
you did
on
it
the horse.
Next time, but maybe a couple tries afterwards.
I think I did it probably the next time. I mean, I had done all the beta at that point.
Yeah, good. Come on.
What was that? What? That was so fast. What was that? Oh,
That was hilarious. I don't know. This is just something I went out of lane in the sand.
And
I was
give it
just
another
trying a thing.
good
I don't know.
try.
where is that?
That's at the boulder drop.
Back on
Oh
the
yeah,
horse.
yeah. Boulder drop. I was curious about
No,
this.
it wasn't in the book. I don't know if anyone picked on it
Just
before.
in a rat thing.
But I love this evolution fall. It's so uncontrolled, and there's like a pad stack there. Just lands straight on my back.
You getting spotted though. You good? You good?
Yeah, it was good. I just think it's so fucking funny.
Good. Come on. Stick it. You got it.
The way my feet and hands flail.
That was cool. Sitting there right there.
Ah, it's good.
Gotta go back and do evolution, man. We got to the lip this year.
Okay, this one is Tiger Lily Right, or I don't know what it's called. It's called something. It's in the Tiger Lily boulder. It's so sketchy. It's like flaky and chossy and mossy, and it's unclear where to go. Do you top out left? Do you go straight up? Nobody does it. There's no chalk on it. It's like... Oh,
You okay, dude?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
now you can tell...
I was shook.
Yeah, you can tell in this video how scary of a fall that was because of my reaction behind the camera and of his reaction of like putting his hand up on his head.
I was shook because that was a very unexpected fall. And the
You
pads
okay,
were
dude?
not in the right spot.
Yeah,
And
if
I-
you like zoom, and when I pan the camera down, it's like the pad is like right on the edge. Like I don't even know. Did your foot land off the pad?
I aimed them to land on the pad.
okay, dude?
I think my toes landed off,
Holy
but
shit.
my heels landed on. But I was so shook. I was like, oh! I was suddenly on the ground, like put my hand on my head. I was like, oh my god, dude.
Could've been
Oh,
anything.
whoa.
And then you're like, those pads aren't doing anything.
So chossy, dude. I'm like,
Yeah, what are we doing?
on nothing.
Those pads should be
Foot's
smoothed over.
chossy.
And then Jake was like,
Hands are chossy.
you want me to do it? Because I've done it before. No,
No.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
my
that's,
shoes
that's
off.
the perfect thing to say when you want somebody to do it. Well, when I want him to do it, it's like, I can do it. I've done it before. He's like, no, fuck you. I'll do it.
Just give me a minute. I'll get it done. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the down climb on Chutzpah?
Yeah, that's where the video starts, dude. You
That's
you
too bad.
started recording right then.
I guess that's a good thing.
'Cause I
that
just
started
topped out.
recording.
I just topped out. That's that hurt so bad.
Yeah, you landed
that
on your
log,
back.
That log is so slippery. I did not expect it.
Washington logs are always slippery.
I'm like squealing like a little girl. It hurts so
Oh, I
bad.
lost the comment. Oh, where'd it go?
This is Fight
hold on,
Club.
wait, hold
Oh,
on. I'm
sorry.
answering a question.
All right,
Do you
we'll-
guys
we'll-
ever climb at Consumes River Gorge, Placerville, California? No, I don't even know what that is. It's Placerville. I'm gonna look it up. Placerville.
We're not from California. We usually go take a trip to Bishop every year. We do take a trip to Bishop every year. But recently we've been trying to like take, well, the goal would be to take stops on the way to Bishop and on the way back to climbing locations. But this year, obviously, the pandemic, why we're doing live streaming indoors, is the reason why we couldn't really do that. But next year, maybe this fall or next year, we would like to go maybe down the West Coast to Yosemite, stop at some spots in between, do some stuff at Yosemite. In the fall, we would be able to go from Yosemite to Bishop through Tioga Pass, and then maybe go down to J Tree. Maybe. It's just a long ways.
Oh, it's by Sacramento. I see. That's pretty. It's pretty
Yeah,
close
yeah,
by.
yeah. We could do that on the way back or on the way down, like
Yeah. I mean,
for
that's
sure.
pretty
And Tahoe,
close
I'd love
by.
to go to Tahoe and Red Rocks too. Would would be dope. There's a lot of places. There's too many places to go.
Like west of Minden?
We gotta go. We gotta go to a lot of places. Okay, moving on.
Is there good bouldering there?
That's a good question. Is there good bouldering?
There's sport climbing or
This is Fight Club. Just that
55
dry fire
trad,
is a
8
mean dry
sport,
fire.
57 top rope, 10 boulder. Oh yeah, 10 boulder.
Fuck, that hurts. Dry fires, man. Those are bad. Okay. Lego My Ego here. Well, that was a weird cut.
Go to Chattanooga, skip the West Coast. Yeah, there's no good climbing on the West Coast. Chattanooga? Man.
What is that, Tennessee? I do really want to go to climb at, what is it? Horse Pens 40? Is that what it's called? There's some places in the Midwest and on the East Coast that I would like to go. I've just never been there. And then Texas would be like the obvious way to get there, except for we're in Seattle, so that's like
Oh man, there's
opposite.
a lot of climbing in Tennessee. Who knew? Everybody in Tennessee, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so this is Lego My Ego, which has, you know, I've taken lots of falls on. It's a dyno from the, like from that, you like have your low left hand and a high right hand, and then you jump up, except for recently, a year ago maybe, not even, less than a year ago, this last summer, I found new beta to go out left to that chalky thing, which they say is a grade harder. Maybe it is technically harder, but it makes the last move more consistent, which feels easier. So I like to now I go out left and then pop up and catch it like this instead of like this because the sloper's bad, and I always end up coming out my days. But now with the consistent beta, I'd like to do the 8 that traverses into it. Oh, look, these are just fun falls, dude. And that big rock back there,
It's honestly like if that big rock was like 3 feet farther back, it would be totally not in the way at all. But it's just close enough that it's like scary, and you pretty much do end up landing on it a little bit. Even though most of the time you land in front of it, but it's there. Your hand lands on it.
lucky I didn't break my leg on that one. I didn't feel like I was gonna break my leg though.
Nah.
One time you were starting it and you messed up on like the first move and hit your back on that rock. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, you know, sometimes you mess
Well, you
up.
put
on
the pads down for the big toss at the end, and then you fall at the start, and there's no pads.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's painful. But usually
it's a soft rock.
there's people there and they fun falls. Okay, this one I dubbed Warp
Probably
Zone
not the
in our book. This was years and years and years ago. Right when the Western Washington Bouldering book came out. This said it was a project. Just climb the to the right over the bulge, right? Which is way harder than it looks. There's no holds on it at all. So you climb up the slab and then over the bulge. And this was like before we were doing videos. This is Kyle's just got his phone, but I was like, oh, I want to do it because I might be the first person to ever do it, so I want you to film it. Nathan's just hanging out up there. It's super casual.
It's called Slab Project,
Slab project.
but it's not graded.
Yeah, so I grade it like V4. Shit. My camera died.
I'm gonna pause this real quick.
No,
You want me to keep going?
Pause it? No, you're good.
Alright. Warp Zone. I was scared watching him do this one. I was like, oh man, it's a slab fall. Slab falls are worse than cave falls. Anything overhanging's fine, you land on the pads. A slab, you cheese grate on the way down. And he has no hands or feet, really. He's smearing with everything. Palm smear, foot smear. I had to spot and film.
Yeah, there's like
too
one
tired.
pad beer on the ground. Like, was I drunk? I have no idea. But that was fun. I like that one because, yeah, it's because it's a slab fall, you know, and it's definitely uncontrolled. You're committing on no hands, and just slip off.
And you gotta like do the rundown.
Yeah, run, and then hit the
tired.
ground. Yeah, it's like I had to fall for like a while. Okay, so this is stained glass. You guys watch this one. This one's brutal.
Breathing.
I'm lucky I didn't hurt myself on this one. So I mean, I've fallen off the top of this thing. I don't know how many times. 1,000 times? No. Realistically, hundreds of times I've fallen off the top of this thing. Maybe not hundreds. 100 times. I'm trying to be realistic and not,
Exaggerate?
hyperbolic. Yeah.
Uh,
I feel like I give it, how many clips do I have? It's just so many times I've fallen off the top. Anyway, this one time I fell and I aimed way too far left at the dyno.
Get it
on
on
top.
good.
Come on, man.
Big jump. Get it.
Jesus.
That was the closest.
Look, I love this
I didn't
close
jump
reaction.
right enough.
Yeah, you jumped too far left.
Way too straight up. I should have had it.
Yeah, you should have had it.
Just landed off the pad.
Okay.
It's fine. You know?
I'm fine. I was
Get it on
fine.
good.
People didn't even used to climb with pads.
Come on.
They just used sand.
Yeah, so
And,
like,
a, and,
jump,
a, and
get
a
it.
carpet, a mat.
Man.
Christ, dude.
dude, it
That
hurts
was the
my
closest.
ankles watching that.
Good.
Dude.
But you just walk it off.
Come on.
Yeah, well, it was totally fine. Like, I
Big jump,
just
get it.
fell, and I had taken the fall. Ooh. Ooh. I had taken that fall so many times, I knew how long it takes to hit the ground, so I could prepare for it, right? Whereas recently, when I fell off the pad, I had never fallen from that height. I didn't know what, and I wasn't expecting to fall. It was like an easy thing. So when I hit the ground, I didn't like absorb it like shocks, and like kind of hit the ground and then crouch with the fall. I just kind of hit the ground and it just busted my ankle, right? So like my ankle got injured. Whereas this time I knew exactly what it was gonna feel like. I knew the distance and everything because I'd fallen on it so many times. So,
Man.
but I
That
love.
was
I
the
just walk it. I'm
closest.
like, I don't even
I didn't
focus on it. I'm
jump
just
right
like, oh, it was so
Yeah, you
close.
jumped
What
too
did I
far
do?
left.
I
Way
didn't
too
even
straight
notice.
up. I should have had it.
That
Yeah, you
goes
should
like,
have had it.
Fuck.
dude. Okay. Next
Dude, I
go.
thought you just broke
The
your
guy in the
fucking
background?
ankle, man.
Sure, no. Actually, that's surprisingly not bad. I'm good. I was just like
You're
focused
going
on the
for a different part
climb,
of the lip than
But
I
holy crap, I
expected.
could have
No, I
broken
went
both
for
my
the wrong
ankles
part.
easily.
Ah.
I never
Yeah,
fell there.
right.
I've again fallen 1,000 times on this thing. Never fallen in that spot. The pads have always been in the same spot. For some reason, I jumped way too far left. There's not even a hold over there. Well, that's kind of a jug.
It's not rock on the bottom, though. It's sand.
Right, that's the
down
difference. That's the huge difference. You can fall from, and it's just a little bit of sand. A lot of sand, you can fall from so far. A
Mhm.
little bit of sand, you can fall from pretty far. It's 10 feet or something at least.
Mhm.
Rock, you can't fall 2 feet. You'll hurt yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
rock's not good.
rock is just so much harder. Like there's a huge difference between sand and rock. Even a little bit of sand.
Yeah, we should post some of these on Instagram.
Which
And
you
yes,
did
that
good.
slab is so sketchy. I haven't done it. I was like, no. I mean, you can take the sand. I'm just gonna let's go home. The warp zone slab.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this one.
it's fun.
I was like,
liked it.
no. You can take that sand. I don't want a piece of it.
I did end up sending it. So yeah, it's in one of our old videos.
I'm too tired.
Anyway,
You want to watch this one again? Dude, it hurts my ankles.
Get it on good.
I love she comes out of nowhere.
She's not there.
just too late. I mean,
Jump, get
she
it.
like goes to spot. She's far too late.
Man.
She could have
That
easily
was the
pushed you on the pad if
closest.
she was set up to
I
spot.
didn't jump right
But she
enough.
wasn't
Yeah,
spotting.
you
That's
jumped too far left.
Just way too
This
straight
fall
up.
is
I
the
should've
same
had
every
it.
time.
Yeah,
That
you
was just
should've
a
had it.
weird thing.
Yeah.
And what's even
It was
crazier
on
is
it
I
was bad
didn't-
on your part.
Next
Dude, I
go.
thought you just
Ankles?
broke your
That was
fucking
even-
ankle,
that's
man.
even
I forgot.
crazier about that. The other guy thought he did. Oh look, we have a
That was
pad
it.
set up to block the sun.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Rest 15 minutes, go.
Pro tip for any of you want to climb that at exactly 1 o'clock.
When the sun is blinding.
11
It was
a.m.
partially to block the sun for the holds, and also just because it was blinding you when you look up. For
No,
the
that
final
was
jug.
it. It was just blinding. I couldn't.
Yeah.
So this is the ultimate fall. So we have like lots of fall. We've fallen a lot of times. He broke his leg one time, and we had it on camera at one point. We lost it, but it didn't even look good on camera because you couldn't see the ground because we were shooting high. So for the top,
Yeah, we didn't shoot for me to fall and break my ankle
Yeah.
or leg, my fibula.
So and then like I fell and hurt myself recently, but it wasn't on film. And like we fallen a lot of times and it wasn't on film. But we're very very lucky to have this one on film. This is built to last in Gold Bar. It's very good. It's like one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite climbs ever, and I've never done it. I've only seen it and attempted it, but I've never climbed it. But it will be my favorite climb. I swear, it will be my favorite climb when I do it. I'm gonna do it this year. It's only V8. It's not too bad.
It's so scary.
But it's really tall, and the landing is super bad.
It's
all
so
you have to
bad.
build a landing. I didn't show that. I should have showed that.
Yeah, you should
Well,
absolutely.
when we film it, we'll put all the footage together. This is just the fall. But you have to build a landing out of sticks because the landing is so bad. Like you have to, prop up, like build like a little landing. And then there's like a big boulder in the way that you have to pad, and there's no way to pad the rights unless you brought a lot more. Like next time we're gonna bring a lot more people with a lot more pads. We had a lot of pads this time, but still not enough because of the sketchy landing. So I'm like, this is as high as I've ever gotten on this thing. I'm like, oh man, I hit this left hand. It's good. And then it's so hot out though. It's so hot out. My hands are sweating. Like this is the summer. The sun has
It
set.
looks nice and cool.
The sun is set, but it is summer. It's super hot. Because the only way to do this climb is when the river's really low, and in the springtime the river's like just this whole thing is underwater. So you have to wait until like the heat of summer, and then it's really hard because it's hot. Anyway, so I go for it, and then I'm like, no, I gotta back down, like because I know that hold's there. Oh my god, you see that, dude? Oh, I love it. Oh. Oh man.
I don't like watching this one.
Our reactions. Oh shit, dude, are you okay?
I was not okay. You know, sometimes you take a fall, land in the sand, walk it off. Other times you drop kick your spotter, and they're not okay.
I was okay.
I was super not okay.
It
I
was
was
a
like,
great job spotting.
I was like, oh my god. Take my shoe off. I thought I broke my ankle. I actually didn't, because when I break bones, I know that I've broken a bone. But I was like, oh my god, my ankle hurts like crazy. My chest hurts. My neck hurts. I didn't hit my head, although it totally looks like I did.
So like I move up, and then I'm like, no, it's no good, and I move back down, and I'm like gonna try to down climb a little bit and then hop off. But when I hit that left hand, it's sweaty now. So it just pops off when I go back to the left hand. Up. And then no good, and then hit down. I'm like, okay, and then boop. It does look like you hit your head.
I might have hit my head. I don't know. There was moss on that rock. I was shook.
How could you not have hit your head? It seems like you must have. Oh, it even looks like you bounced that way.
Yeah.
Peter's
I
like,
don't
is
know.
your back okay?
Yeah, they were like, don't move. I was like, I need to elevate my leg. My leg hurts so bad, stack the pads. You guys got to help me out. Take my shoe off. Yeah, that one was not very fun for me.
Peter says the funniest thing. He's like, do we have ice? No, we don't have ice. We're in the middle of
We
nowhere.
walked like 30 minutes down a railroad track, Peter. We don't have ice.
We don't have ice.
It's like 80 degrees out.
The river is like warm. We were swimming in it. Like, do we have ice?
How many tries how long did you project Midnight in Index? Well, Andrew, I projected it,
I can actually just play on this. It took you 2 days.
2 days, 2 sessions it took me.
How many tries? Lots of tries.
I threw myself at it a lot of times. I, figured out the first part, did different beta with like a high heel and stuff, worked it out, and then felt very confident I was able to do everything up to the toss just over and over and over again. And it wasn't too destructive on my tips or on my muscles or anything, so I was able to throw myself at it a lot of times. Plus there was Jake and Aiden and Katie trying it too, so it gave me some rest and stuff.
Lots of rest, and we had lots of pads.
But yeah, 2 sessions with a lot of attempts. And then so much psych. You should go watch that video, because I was psyched at the top.
Oh, we should have. Oh, good old Peter. He's recording. He's like, I can't miss this. I gotta record this. I put the camera down,
It's
but I gotta
good
pick
stuff.
it back up.
It's good
Great.
stuff.
That's why we bring him.
Yeah.
I should have put some engineer falls on here.
Pull up the video.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, for sure.
Ride or die is right. That's right. Go big or go home.
Okay, so this part, I love this. Peter starts watching the video, and he just starts laughing. Look at it.
Yo, best spotter around though.
So we were very fortunate that Peter, oh, it's not on here. That Peter brought. Hold up. Awkward. That Peter brought his camera because we have this angle.
Shit, you alright, man?
Oh my god! How did you not hit your head? You must have, dude. Look at.
I might have, dude. It was it happened so fast. It all happened so fast.
Oh,
God, dude.
You alright, man?
I don't like watching it.
You okay?
I had big, like, just road rash on my chest and neck.
I got
from
that.
him
I got that.
messing me up.
I'm bleeding.
Oh, and on my
I don't
face.
know how that happened. I know how this happened though. It's just Jake's shoe.
No, I guess my
That-
face
that-
was
that
alright.
was.
You got a little cut on your nose.
Oh, yeah.
Don't. Oh, PTSD, dude.
That was terrible. And then the worst part, I had to hike out like a 30-minute walk on railroad tracks on the way out.
In
It
the
was
dark.
terrible. Every step was pain. It was awful. At least I didn't break anything though. I was able to walk out, so it could have been worse.
Let's get this. I wonder if that's gonna show up. Nope.
Just
Index.
say boulder. There it is.
There we go. There's an ad.
That's an ad. You guys, nope. Are we getting paid for this ad?
Okay, here's the engineer video. I wonder if there's some good balls in this. I'm sure there are. This thing is gnarly. I mean, it's a tall boulder.
Minimal feet.
You fall a lot of times in this
What was
thing.
that?
I still haven't done this climb.
This is another one
No.
where you have to build the landing. And if you fall wrong, you could totally fall off the pads because we always stack pads. But it's just such a huge fall. And then the last move is like so committing too. But I've never fallen off the last move.
Well, you've only done the last move the one time.
No, twice. I've done it twice.
Oh, you climbed this thing twice?
I've done it twice, yeah.
Hmm.
Which is crazy. Why would I do it twice? It's so sketchy.
Yeah, the drop kick in the chest, Andrew, was the best spotting that I've ever done. I saved Jake's legs. I saved his ankles. I mean, he would have for sure busted his legs because that is just big, hard stone underneath him. And instead, he landed on my chest. And, you know, my chest is nice and bulky, so I was able to cushion his landing.
You want to watch that one again?
I mean, this
What,
is...
what's the better angle? You guys like... you guys like that angle? Or, where's the other one? Or do you like this angle? I kind of am partial to this angle.
I like the sound effects on this angle. The when
You-
he throws the
steady cam.
the steady cam down.
Oh, I like that you can see that's what's behind you, that rock. Like, you just hit your back on this, and then, like, you're landed on this rock here.
Yeah.
But, like, that's where I would have landed, 100%.
Yeah, his trajectory was
Right
straight
here,
onto
right
those
here.
rocks.
And you can see, like, I hit him in the face.
I get a little grabby there.
I like my face, like, oh!
He could have just dropped straight down. He could.
I could not have.
Straight down.
No way, no way.
Instead, he dropped on me.
That was such a good spot, though, because I would have busted my legs, dude.
Yeah. Pro spotter.
Shit, you alright?
Right here.
For sure.
Better at spotting than
landed
climbing.
there.
no. That hurt really bad. I'm sorry, dude.
When I spot, which I don't all the time. It's not
Anyway.
bad.
Please, VLC. So, there we go. That was the falls that I looked around on all my footage and found those falls. I'm sure there are other ones that I missed.
Zachary says we should try to get on Rock and Ice Weekend Whipper. I don't know what that is. I never. Do you
Well,
know what that is?
Well,
I mean, it's a Rock
is
and Ice
magazine.
and it's Weekend Whipper. I mean, like I just didn't know. I didn't know I could submit to something.
Well, whippers I thought have to be on ropes, but I guess maybe they don't.
The below angle's way better. Almost something out of WWE.
Yes,
I mean,
dude,
that's
it is.
exactly what it was. Yeah.
It is, dude. It is. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Okay.
I literally thought, thanks for sacrificing your comfort for Jake's survival. I literally thought, like, well, I didn't think, but when he was down climbing, you know, and he was scared, and I could tell he was maybe gonna fall. It's like, do I prepare? I'm gonna prepare myself to catch him now. You know, do I get out of the way? At least when I'm spotting Jake, I can spot him. You know, if somebody's significantly bigger than me, it's like I'm just gonna hurt myself and not even stop them from, you know. But with Jake, it's like, all right, well, I could pretty safely get him onto the pad, which I was able to do.
And you did a good job of standing off the pad. Here's a tip for all you climbers out there, okay? The whole goal of spotting is to push them on the pad, not to catch them, right? Unfortunately, in that clip on Built to Last, you kind of caught me, which was good, because there's no other way to push me on the pad.
I mean, I
you did push me on the pad,
yeah.
Right, but you just kind of caught me with your face. Caught my foot to your face.
Yeah.
My foot to your face. No, my face to your foot technique, whatever. Anyway. But, like, you want to, as a spotter, you want to push them onto the pad. I see too many spotters standing on the pads and, like, spotting. It's like, if you're standing on the pads, you're just standing in a place that's good to fall. You need to be standing just off the pads so that you can push them onto the pads. At least that's how I see it. I mean, that's...
Sometimes you want a spot to save a neck. You know, you don't want to land on your neck, so, like, if it's super overhanging, you can be there to, like, if their hand's cut, you know, you can, like, brace their back up so that their feet hit the pad first. But that's pretty rare. Most of the time, the goal is just to push them onto the pad. The pad's safe, you know, so you don't want to, like, be standing on the pad because then you're just standing in the fall zone, you know? And it hurts to fall on somebody, you know, to get spotted.
It hurts both people.
Oh, look up the,
I want to show Aiden's spotting technique on this. Aiden does such a good job spotting me here. We usually don't use spotters because they don't look great sometimes. Sometimes they do look great. Sometimes they don't look great. It depends on the climb. But Aiden does such a good job spotting me here because this is a sketchy fall. Well, that was me sticking the move. Let's go to me falling. Do we have me falling? Oh,
right, in this one, if you're standing off, you can't stand off the pads in the back because it's just a cliff. You know, you can't do it. You have to be on the pads and close up so that you can stop the momentum and don't let them roll down the hill. So it's, you know, it's situational how to spot.
I'm not going to look for it.
What are you trying to look for? The fall?
Yeah. But anyway,
Oh, you don't have it on there?
No, it's just ascent. But anyway, his spotting technique is great because he's right there to catch me so I don't fall backwards and I don't land on my neck or something like that. So shout outs to Aiden for that. That was great.
For sure? It's not on there?
Yeah, it's not on the video. But I see too many people like getting in the way of the fall zone on boulders that have really good fall zones, you know? What are you looking for?
Happy boulders.
But, like, you know, spotting's a technique, just like climbing is. Just like belaying is a technique that you have to get good at, and then the more experience you have, the better you are, and the safer you can make people. Do you have a good fall on Atari on this video?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I looked.
I don't think so either. But what I was gonna say is...
Oh, this is a good example. You can just have a still of it. Yeah, here.
What?
Yeah, right here. There.
Right
Pause.
here, yeah.
Okay, so on this climb, right, there's like a sort of a cliff down where me and Nathan are standing, and you know, you don't really fall off to the right, but if you did fall off to the right, you would just tumble down this hill. So we put pads down there and spotters down there. But one time, I remember Jake fell, and he was falling that direction, and Elijah tried to catch him, right? Which is just not good, because he ended up just crushing Jake, and like Jake afterwards was like, next time just let me hit the pads, you know, don't try to stop me because you dug your hands and stuff into my like back, and it was terrible, right? So it's like sometimes you just, you know, let him hit the pads. The pads are safe.
We
pads
had
are good.
pads there. You don't even need pads there, but there was just that one time that I fell that way, so that
Right.
makes you think like you do.
Which you should.
You should.
That's a lot of pads right now.
And also that like doubles the distance that you're falling if you fall down that direction.
yeah.
But Atari's fun. I wish we didn't even have a video of that thing. We did it like too long ago before we started doing videos.
Like, yeah,
We have this video of it.
we
I
have a
guess.
video of it, but it's not really like.
It's not a good video necessarily. I mean, it's good, but it's old. There's a lot of people there. It doesn't.
There's a lot more climbing in the video too. It's not just an Atari video.
Yeah, like I don't know what this is showing the.
Well, it's a nice landscape. Look at that.
It's
all charred.
Yeah, burnt up. That was the year that
So
it
nice.
burnt up. Yeah, put out your fires, kids. Smokey the Bear says, "I want you." No, that's Uncle Sam. Only you.
Captain Planet?
can prevent
Hands. You got a big hand up
forest fires.
there. Hard to tell though.
Man, I want to climb this again. It was
Well, now we're just watching ourselves climb, which I guess we could do. We could stream just us narrating us climbing. You know?
Yeah, would that be interesting to you guys? Would you want to watch us just like talk about videos and stuff, a little behind the scenes stuff, or little anecdotes?
Maybe.
I don't know. I do like watching falls and talking about falls. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, because sometimes we don't include falls, and oftentimes you don't get to talk about, go into depth on what the fall was like. But
That's a good problem.
yeah, Atari's good.
Atari is good.
Anyway, AJ, I miss you. If you're watching,
I'm bailing.
I miss you. You gotta come back and get.
Keep training, dog.
training for
You're
Atari,
gonna
man.
get it. You get it.
Anyway, so I guess
I got
that's
scared
it.
'cause I was tired and like.
that was all the
I didn't
falls
know
that I
what
had.
Yeah.
I
but,
looked at it from below.
we're
It was
quarantined. I'm trying to
terrible. I think I
train a
had
little
my right
bit,
hand in that thing.
but I haven't been training as
Go
much as I
left.
should be.
That's much
Um,
for playing
I was
Minecraft.
like,
You guys want to play Minecraft with us?
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll give you the server IP.
Anyway, so that's it. I'm gonna make this into a video so people can watch it that aren't watching live.
Oh yeah, I can definitely. I'll get that.
This coffee's cold now.
I'm gonna make this into a video and do like a top falls. It's not really top 10 falls, but I guess that's kind of what it is. Just like a compilation of falls and us talking about it. Because
falling's fun.
falling is 99% of climbing. Like if you're not falling, you're not climbing.
Oh yeah, I'm great. That was so good.
Aiden's like,
Alright. How did you not stick it? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna make this into a video. If you guys want to see any more live streams or whatever, I don't know what you guys want to see. We're trying to come up with quarantine ideas that aren't climbing videos, that are climbing videos, but not actually us climbing. So we'll keep brainstorming.
Andrew wants to know what's your favorite problem in the gold bar index area.
Well, like I said, built to last will be my favorite problem when I do it. But currently I really love the engineer. I think I have not done the architect. That is going to go down this year. I'm 100% certain. But I don't think that's going to be my favorite. Oh, Loch Ness Monster. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, that might be it. Oh, no, you have to look up.
Oh,
No,
that's
here,
not gonna
look
work.
up.
Oh, there we go.
I did this earlier. I
And
found
you
a
were
bunch
like-
of Loch Ness Monster conspiracy videos. Like, that's not what I was looking for.
You mean about how the Loch Ness Monster doesn't
And if you
exist?
look up BadWater, it still doesn't work because people are like, "Oh, the Loch Ness monster is a bad monster in the water." But this climb, this might be the coolest climb. Let's go to the set. Oh, there was a good fall on this one too, which I didn't include. I don't know why. I should have included it. It's. Where is it? Oh, right here. So this thing is sketchy because there's like, you fall straight down, but if you fall out left, you fall an extra like 4 feet. So we had to like pad both.
super uneven.
Yeah, and then if you like get one leg up high and the other leg down low, you like twist and yeah. And I fell right when Emma was trying to move pads, but it was fine. I was fine. But
No biggie.
it could
A little scary,
You
though.
could twist your ankle.
That problem is fantastic. That's definitely top 5 gold bar index area climbs.
For sure.
I mean, I loved it. I thought it was great. But my actual favorite is Naughty Corner.
Lego My Ego is also up there. I love it. I mean, the dyno, Lego My Ego is a sweet dyno. Naughty Corner also sweet
Spelled
dyno.
it wrong.
I haven't spent enough time in the Reader Foothills area. I would love to spend more time there because I know there's good climbs there. Then you think about the 5-star Res, classic, super good. Ross Bongo's super good, but Loch Ness Monster has that beautiful aesthetic to it, and it has all the different types of climbing. It's got a sit start to crimp rails, and then this weird move with a heel hook, and then a high heel hook, double heel hook, and then you throw more heel hooks, then you start to do roof climbing, and then you use pinches. So you move from crimps to sloper pinches, and then you move out, and then you have to have a big throw at the end. It's got everything. It's so cool, and it's kind of sketchy and kind of scary, and it's long. This one is just a perfect dyno with a perfect landing. That's what makes this good. Loch Ness Monster has a bad landing, which doesn't make it as good. What else? Oh, stage fright, dude. Stage fright is one of the.
We didn't even get to watch this one yet.
Oh.
Skipping it.
Why don't you skip to? We're not gonna have to watch the whole video. Just skip to the part.
I don't know. We're talking about it.
Okay, this thing. Yeah, this thing's cool. It's got really perfect holds.
Oh, what are you having surgery for, Andrew? Getting
no.
Is it an injury? Is it just is it plastic surgery?
It's purely cosmetic.
Is it cosmetic or getting your tonsils removed?
I think you look great. You know, you don't need. You don't need.
You
to do that.
definitely need to go to the Paradise Boulders. It has all my favorite climbs. The 45. Oh my god, I love the 45. It's kind of stupid, but I love it. It has such a sweet spot. It's got a place in my heart. Love the 45. I think it's a fantastic climb. It was so hard for me. That's why I liked it. But this thing's so fun. It's got such good crimps into such a sweet, perfect toss. And the landing is perfect. You land in the same spot every single time without fail. It's great. Loved Naughty Corner.
Oh, also wet and unprotected is sweet.
Yeah, what grade are we talking about, Andrew? What grade? 5 star is so fun and the top out is scary. So I love the 5-star boulder because you get to climb some hard climbing and then you're like halfway up the boulder. You get to keep going. Just keep going. It's great. And when it's a little wet too, you got like just wet moss and all those little cracks. Adventure climbing. It's good stuff.
See, this is a sweet climb because it's climbing over water. But like also that makes it so you can't be limit climbing. So it's kind of like I don't know. It's not the best because it's a no fall thing, which is fun, but for a different reason.
I'd love to see somebody fall off this thing. Wow, that's beautiful. Look how beautiful that shot is.
I want to do
my
Promiscuous
God.
Pool Boy, which is the V5 next to it.
Gorgeous.
Bring up
Broke the CMC joint on my left thumb. Oh no, I don't know what that is. CMC joint? Is it this joint?
Sound awful.
Is it this one? It's probably this one down here.
You don't know.
Like a rotator joint that goes in circles instead of the one that's just 90-degree joint or whatever.
Stage fright.
I don't know what I'm talking about, if I'm being honest. But
okay, this might be my favorite climb in the area. This is not Index Gold Bar, this is Skycomish, but it's still the same area, I consider it. It's so cool. Look at that nice little silkworm. That's nice.
it was a long video.
Yeah, it's projecting it. I start, it's 20 minutes of me like figuring out the moves and stuff, but I'll just skip to near the end. There's a bear.
Be careful out there.
So it's so cool. It starts on that giant, like, look at that foot. Like, I'm already climbing. Like, I start there. I've started it already.
Yeah,
even though
no
I'm standing.
hands established.
Yeah. And then, like, it's got just the perfect holds and the perfect tensiony movement. And this pinch is so bad. And then you have that weird right foot, and that right hand is so bad. And that right hand is so bad. Like, they're all bad, but just good enough. And then the feet are just good enough, and you have to throw to that thing and stick it with the wild helicopter legs. And then make the next throw, which I think at this point I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never made it this far. What do I do?
That left foot's not looking right.
Oh no, okay. So that was like my second time getting there, because the first time I definitely fell.
Yeah.
But that left foot was good.
It worked out. It looks
Anyway,
like a good foot.
This thing is such a cool problem. It's like the movement is just great and the holds are great. But it doesn't have the aesthetic of Loch Ness Monster, I gotta say. It doesn't have the aesthetic. Loch Ness Monster is so beautiful. Oh, Shapeshifter. That's a cool one.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the grade we're talking about, right? For like what our favorite climbs are. But Shapeshifter for like V3 is definitely.
Ooh, it's not gonna be there. Is it? No, it's not gonna be there.
No, it's in the Paradise Boulders video, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, Prospector's pretty cool.
Prospector
Naughty
is
Corner.
cool. Prospector
Here's
is
Shapeshifter.
cool.
This is Wes on Shapeshifter. Look, Wes. So this thing is great. Like this is a perfect climb for climbing V3 at your limit. We've taken multiple V3 climbers here, and they've been climbing at their limit on this thing, because everything gets harder and harder until the last move, which is like the hardest move. But the landing is good, and it's high up, That was a horrible video of that climb. It did not capture it at all. Here's Elijah on the
We got to go
45.
back and film it.
Yeah.
Because this video was pre-individual climb videos.
This is just us
We used to
messing
make
around
more area videos, and this is just like, a bunch of areas. That's the 45 like I was talking about, though. Oh my god, I loved this problem so much. And
But
Elijah,
the landing is crap.
that's Elijah there. He just campuses it. He's like, I'm not going to keep my feet on. I'm just going to cut my feet and do a campus. I'm like, Elijah, I hate you.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, who needs feet, dude?
Yeah, because he's, beefy. But that's not how I did it. I did a sweet heel hook. Stick the heel. Stick it. And then go up left. It's so cool. Did I go left or right?
Yeah, there's lots of really good climbs. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I mean, I would say my top ones would be Loch Ness Monster, Built to Last. Sorry, yeah, Built to Last. What's the 12? I want to try the 12, not Hagakure, the other 12.
What?
Yeah.
All the above?
All the above. I want to try that one.
I want to do Hagakure.
But yeah, there's lots of good climbs over there. It's hard to pick a favorite, but there's a list. I could keep going. They're all my favorite. Climbing is amazing.
Land Yager's dope.
Land Yager's cool.
Really like Land
Ground
Yager.
Zero's amazing.
Ground Zero is amazing. It's easy though. Easy 8. It's just scary. But like honestly, the movement's not that difficult. It's not too bad.
These are all bishop climbs.
I was looking at Los Locos because Los Locos could have potentially good falls, but
5-star Rhett, yeah, super good. Like I said before, green padded ass, everything on the 5-star boulder. Oh, It Takes a Village. That's gonna be my favorite too.
Yeah.
When I do it. Engineers,
God of War.
awesome. God of War is really good. I mean, it doesn't have the kombucha's
it's fine.
better. Like it doesn't have the
It's fine.
aesthetic quality though that things like Loch Ness Monster have. It's just like it's cool that it has all the different styles of climbing, and it's so long. It's like an experience, And it doesn't have you need like a dyno if you like dynos, like Lego My Ego, stuff like that. It's
Thanks,
just so
Pam.
fun.
Yeah, all of the above, Andrew. It's in like by the boulder drop area. We'll see if we can find somebody climbing it.
Here's Brandon doing it. Look at this crappy video though. No offense, Brandon, if you're watching. You climb super hard. And I would love to do this thing at some point. Jesse was telling me, Jesse Evans, who's on the cover of the book.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you see that?
No, I missed it. Wow.
What?
That can't be optimal.
Oh my god.
That can't be optimal.
That
The
looks
landing
like a
on this thing,
fatty jug,
landing
though.
on this thing is so bad.
Yeah, you can't tell from this video, but it's just
It's
a
so
cliff.
bad.
It's just like a jumble of rocks.
Anyway, Jesse Evans, okay, he was telling me that he got to the top of this thing, and it's like the scariest thing ever that he's ever done, is because he forgot, he couldn't do the beta that he had practiced, so it's like V4 or something, but he was freaking out at the top, and, had to invent beta up there in the no-fall zone, and he was talking to me about that, because we did footprints,
Mhm.
and I sent him a picture of that, and he was like, oh, dude, being up high is super fun, but also not something that I'm looking to do all the time. I'm not going out to find it. I was like, yeah, I feel that, Anyway, so this thing I would like to do at some point. I don't know. It's V12, that's what they say, but I don't know. It might be a different style, but if Jesse can do it, then it's not too tall or anything. Brendan's obviously tall. You can tell. Look at how lanky he is. Look at he's so stretched out when he hits that thing.
It's not making it look too bad, though. Oh, no. Until this next
No, but that's how you know
What?
I mean, he climbs so
This is
hard. though.
crazy.
He climbs so hard.
I mean, there's no way I'm sticking that. That's crazy. I feel like I'd want to go left hand to that thing. I don't know. I never tried it.
Here's Carlo
That guy called it
Traversi.
V10?
Who?
Back in the... Don't.
Some other guy?
Yeah. Yo, if it's V10. Let's get on
Carlo
it.
Traversi doing it. You can't see quite how bad the I think he's shorter. You can kind of tell actually because
Oh, for
Brendan was
sure.
like this and Carlo Traversi's like
Yeah,
I think
for
he's
sure.
like our height or something.
There we go. That looked better.
A little bit, yeah, for sure.
Way
but the
better.
landing is so bad.
Yeah, you can see how low
Obviously,
that guy
Carlo
the
Traversi
spotter
is
is.
super strong, so I would love to try it someday. Someday soon. I mean, we were working at V12 like a couple months ago before this whole thing happened and we're stuck inside. But, you know, first time working V12s, we got 5 V10s and... What? Well, no, we've worked V12s before, I guess. Yeah. But not...
A couple times.
I understand at midnight. Anyway, we don't need to watch Controversy. Although I do want to watch Controversy. I was watching Chris Sharma earlier. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chris Sharma. What a hunk. Dude climbs so hard. He's been climbing hard forever. Anyway, I'll go back to this.
Right? The landing is so bad. And you couldn't
guys
tell in
wanna
those
watch this
videos. They're
again?
just too bad because it was
Oh.
A different part of the lip.
No.
so bad.
Well, let's watch this one more time. I like this one.
I like this one better too because I don't get totally
Good
destroyed.
on good.
It's just so crazy. Like, just completely land off the pads
Big
and
jump,
don't
get
break
it.
my ankles.
Man.
Ugh. Hurts. Okay, and then this one.
This is, I guess, I mean, it's the best one.
Yeah, this is the
Of
this is
all
best one.
the ones we watched. This is the best one by far.
It's the funniest one. It's like I'm jumping off the ropes.
Everybody laughs when they watch that. I can't laugh. It hurts. It hurts still.
It's so funny, dude. It's so
Terrible.
funny. Okay, well, anyway, I guess that's it from us. If you guys, you know, want any other, we'll just put this on loop. Any other like videos of us, you know, talking about our own videos or whatever, we could talk about areas. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna come up with ideas for quarantine videos.
Yeah, we could like edit together or make a playlist of all the, or just watch a playlist of videos, you know,
Mhm.
and then just talk about them.
And just answer questions from people to
Yeah.
do like a Q&A or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
If you guys are interested in that sort of thing, let us know.
yeah, because otherwise we're just playing Minecraft, you know,
Mhm.
just
Playing
editing.
Counter-Strike,
Yeah, and editing videos.
doing pull-ups.
Yeah, I need to do more pull-ups though. You should be doing pull-ups at home. All you
Except you,
folks.
Andrew, don't do any pull-ups. Maybe one-arm pull-ups.
One finger pull-ups
Yeah.
on your non-injured finger.
Yeah.
Hand. But okay, that's it. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
We can put this on loop. We're gonna put out this video. Some of this stuff is not in videos yet, so we'll put them out when we climb that. We'll put out the video, and then we'll include that fall. Otherwise, then the other videos we have yet to release, we will release soon. But anyways, that's all. I guess I'm Jake. This-
Oh, Kyle.
Yeah,
Hi.
I
You
didn't-
guys know this.
I didn't introduce at the beginning. I don't think so.
They know who we are.
Well, I know, but we're twins, so it's kind of
Oh, yeah, that's
sometimes
true.
I don't know. Some
Could you
people-
guys tell? Mm.
Some people find it hard to tell us apart. I don't, so I don't understand.
Yeah, right, Howard? I mean, it was, he's practicing to be in WWE.
Oh, it's so good.
I guess I'm really the one practicing, right? Because, like, you gotta practice getting drop kicked. That's a skill you must learn,
we're both practicing.
right? Yeah.
If it's WWE, it's definitely we're both practicing.
Uh-huh.
One more time. It was not intentional. You can see. My hand blows. You know, it's not intentional.
No, but you could have dropped right earlier.
I couldn't have. I didn't want to. It was so
You didn't
scary.
want to.
It's so scary, dude.
Because he didn't want to land on the pad that's, like, off the rock there. you
Well,
know?
the thing is, okay, if you look at my position right now, my right hand is good, right? I could let go with my right hand and just fall
Yeah,
left.
jump down
But
left.
that's horrifying, right?
Yeah.
So what I really want to do is down climb a little bit, get my right hand lower, and then get my left hand somewhere good. But the problem was both hands were sweaty, and if my left hand blows, if I let go with my left hand, you know, then I might swing out right because my right hand is so good. I'm gonna pull myself this way. So, but it popped, and then that kind of did happen.
We should make it into a GIF. That's a good idea. We should definitely make it into
That
a
is
GIF.
a good idea.
Gotta make a compilation vid of these. People love fall vids. Yeah, that's the plan. That's
That's what we're doing right now.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're just live streaming for you guys, and then I'm gonna edit this together and make a compilation video. Because falling is fun.
Unless it's on my face. Alright. Well,
All right, that's it. That's it.
we will better every loop, yeah. For real.
It gets better.
Same with the trip. The trip earlier also is better every loop.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, have a good night, you guys.
Yeah.
We will talk to you all later.
I'd say like and subscribe, but you guys already subscribed because you're watching these videos. Probably. Are subscribed.
Tell your friends to like and subscribe.
Tell your friends.
Make another YouTube.
I'll say like and subscribe to the people that are gonna watch this afterwards.
Yeah.
When I edit it together.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
There you go.
Okay. That's it. Okay. Peace.